Hold on, I didn't call action, man.
She said I heard the... that, is it?
This is Holy Lone Wolf. Shot one, take one. Okay, then step out, close the door. And
A little bit.
right there.
A little bit more. A little more. More. Right there.
All right, action.
No one's gonna mess with me after this. No one.
That looks good, except for the mic was up just a little high at the very end.
Okay.
Lonely Lone Wolf Seeking Pack. Short film by Tony Gaud. That's me. A book. Should always have a binder for your movie. I'm sure you always do. Where do we start? We'll start with the script. So this is a short story that I adapted from a scene from a feature script that I wrote. And it's a satire. This is basically a would-be terrorist lone wolf shooter that at the last minute decides maybe they can't do it alone after all and is going to seek help from a hate group. And this is the meeting that they have. That's basically it. Non-union, no budget. I'm using a Canon EOS Rebel T100. I have a couple of lenses. I have the stock lens that it comes with. And I also have a 50mm lens.
Let's get Steve. We're gonna do Steve coming in this way, and then we're gonna switch the angle here.
Lines right now?
Well, I'm doing the shot.
If she doesn't do the first line,
This is
she skips to the line after you say something. Right here.
This wall. That's his. We didn't put it there.
Oh, that's a sign.
That is a sign. I don't know if it's good.
But you are Lobo, right?
Yeah, my character's
Okay,
Lobo.
I always thought, I assumed it.
Also had Steve Sargent, who is the guy with the bunny head, with the rabbit head, and he's a comedian. He came in last minute just to do that one scene for me. And then Lawrence Green, who was actually the guy walking out at the beginning, but he was the first AD on this. He's actually worked with me on about 3 or 4 of my projects. The very first film I did, the first feature-length film, he was on that as well. This isn't his thing. He's actually like a carpenter. He builds stuff. He has a skill. So he doesn't need to do this. The call sheet here. And call time was at 10 a.m. That was on 12/9/2023. It's a one location. Now, even if you have no budget, you better have a few bucks to buy some food. Feed people. Give them, I try to keep it. I try to keep it loose on set. I try to keep it moving. If you can have a shot list, make a shot list. Make a shot list. My sister was there, and she was the script supervisor as well as the health officer for me. She's a registered nurse. Randy Holton was also a part of the crew. He was a PA, and I think that was all of us. That was it.
Take one. Do it again. That's fine. You're good.
Oh my god!
All right. Still rolling. All right, here we go. And action.
No one will mess with me after this. No one.
Cut. Going.
That's what I'm talking about.
So let's do
So do the
the.
complete run through?
Yeah, let's do. We're gonna do to where you come off. You're going to to sit down. So action.
Survive?
Oh, you gotta come around this side here. Right in front.
Zoey, Selena, who is the other co-star in there. It's mostly me and her having this conversation. And I actually met her on another project on a film called Time for Redemption. And that's a faith-based film. And I was like her stepfather. I was only in a couple of scenes in that thing. That was someone else's project. So that's where I met her, and we kept in touch. And I was going to have her on another project, but she had to she wasn't able to do that because of COVID restrictions and so forth. We'll talk about that on that making of.
Hi, Zoe.
It just really intrigued me. I loved the story behind it. I love how it's like a dark comedy. Honestly, I got a lot of tips, but I don't know. I talked to Tony about it, and I felt like he told me I could do anything with this character, and I don't know, I really put a lot of creativity into it, and a lot of thought. I'm pretty excited.
Stay there till I come and get you.
I remember like the last scene we did together, we improvised it, and it was the most funnest thing ever. He's just so easy to work with. So I'm glad that I was able to be a part of this project.
Thanks for talking to us today.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Action. A little too much. I went down just a little bit with it.
Take one. Okay.
Once we got done with the inside and shooting in the office and all that stuff, the last thing we were going to do was shoot outside. There was no dialogue, so we didn't have to worry about remembering anything. I figured by that time, people were going to be burnt out. If you don't have to have lines at the end of the day, that's pretty good. You just got to move around. You just got to have enough energy in your body. And for this, all I needed was for Zoey to walk back and forth. So I set up the last scene. You can kind of see it from different angles.
That's too dark. Oh, I got it. It's too. No, you're not gonna have to go that
Just,
far.
okay.
Walking. Action.
I called about the churches.
Walk out. Cut.
So I hope you enjoyed the making of the short film Lonely Wolf Seeking Pack. I had fun making it. With that, I'm Tony Gaud, and I'll see you next time.